Texas still remains the only state where, there's essentially no regulation for mountain lions. It's also the only state right now that allows trapping of mountain lions. Trapping is something generally has been dismissed in other Western states for a couple of reasons. One is that it's really difficult to manage trapping, and that you get non-target species or non-target classes of animals, that even if you're aiming for a species. And because mountain lions occur at such low densities, it's really hard to defend your management plan as a state agency while allowing trapping, because you can't say, yep, we do not permit kittens being killed, when it's just as easy for a kitten to step into a trap as it is their mother. And so these kinds of things. It's also really hard to really check in on the harvest as it's occurring, which they enforce in other states. In Texas, for instance, you don't even have to report. There are trapping regulations in Texas. If we were to align mountain lions with other trapping regulations, they could at least report take, within 3 days of take. And that would be similar to, say, sort of other harvest techniques in other Western states. So you could account for it as it's happening. But it's also harder to stop. Like, say you have a quota system that, let's say for the Trans-Pecos, there's, a limit of 15 lions. What if the 15th lion is killed on October 12th, and so they no longer want any harvest beyond that, but there's traps out all over? How do you get the message to everybody to pick up their traps? How long does it take for them to pick up their traps? And so again, it's just a much more difficult process to manage than, say, traditional on foot hunting or hound hunting, both of which, like, you could just have an announcement. Hound hunting is closed. And, many states have these call-in lines. So you call in the morning to make sure your unit's still open before you go hound hunting. So that's, these are the reasons why other states have, stopped trapping completely of mountain lions. It's just, you can't defend your management plan and say it is science-based and that it's going to be number-based and defensible while allowing a technique that doesn't control for kitten harvest versus female harvest versus male harvest, and, also catches all sorts of other animals in the process.